We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Set to kick off.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started.
And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. That's quite a way to start this football game on the ground right away. They're almost near midfield.
And that run, whether you're for this team or against them, it brings you out of your seat, doesn't it? Because that's an exciting way to get things rolling. Now you got to hunker down on defense and not permit another first down run.
To throw is Nix. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Nix to the air. He'll get this into the hands of the Doom zone.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix once more. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Pass caught right side by Loveland.
And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way down.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do, is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't. But for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
This is taken around the 12.
A gain of 9 yards.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
L'Jarius Sneed right there to knock it away. You look at this Bears defense.
They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. The Niners at 6 and 9 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
What's up?
Purdy looking to throw.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Here's Corliss Waitman now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just...
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays of getting to the football that did not lose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are
right. Too humble.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
At the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
He'll try and do this himself.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And with it, they have taken the lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing Nix. That's complete. Luther Burden.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two yards to go, 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Nix. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On the sneak.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to be 49er football. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done, they go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Yellow.
Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Niners 12, Bears 3. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Nix. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears first down.
Back to the air with Nix.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
And And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Santos' kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy from the gun on third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Niners 18, Bears 6. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Come on, man.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. he's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Purdy now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Nix to the air.
And Thomas has it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity
and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Nick's looking to throw again. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
They're going. It's Nix.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 37. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No question that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots. You wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100+ in this one in order to stay in that race.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Back to throw. Nix. Thomas has got it. Complete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chicago.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, As he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Now they'll shift things around.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Pass caught right side by Loveland.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Touchdown, Bears! Colston Loveland from 3 yards out. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll try to run with Swift.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zones. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's complete to Pearsall.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Purdy will throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw, here's Nix.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hold on, son. Ready? Get him.
Now it's Nix.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
It's second down.
Throwing Nix.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Get set. Up.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 44 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24.
36. Bears 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and into the end zone. A quick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Piñeiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
It's the score, Niners 43, Bears 12. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Nix from the shotgun.
He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. There's a short one caught by Loveland. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Bears first down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Back to throw again.
The Bears first down.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Back to the air with Nix. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
It's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Niners 43. Bears 19. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
101 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That second down play nets a -4. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for San Francisco,
they avoid that 10th loss and move to 7-9 on the year.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on